Let's see. Welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy, blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, this is my first time going live on YouTube on my phone. So, I'm just trying to look at all of the little buttons on the bottom. Let's see. Share. I don't know. What's this? I don't need that. What's this? Oh, a live chat. Okay. Okay, cool. Can you let me see? Can you see?
Just like this.
Okay, there we go. Ah, yeah, the quality isn't that good.
Well, I could just put it as.
I know, but it's not you. It's my signal. That's all. So, all right. Well, I'm gonna give it a few minutes. If my quality's bad, I'm sorry, y'all. My Wi-Fi is acting up because of how many people are on my Wi-Fi right now. So, hello.
That's me.
That's my daughter saying hello in the chat. Okay, so that works. I see how that works. Oh, so the comments will just pop up on the screen. All right, so I'm gonna wait probably about 30, 45 seconds to a minute, and then I'll just go ahead and get started. Hey, hi, hello everybody coming in. How are y'all doing? Y'all's favorite baby is here. Hey, bro. Like I said earlier, this is my first time going live on YouTube on my phone. I've been live once before, and it was just on my yeah, I don't know what's going on with the Wi-Fi. Like, I don't know. I was just guessing it's because of how many people are on it on mine today. I don't know. It's like 6, 7 people on my Wi-Fi, and then plus my laptop is connected. My daughter's laptop is connected. Another laptop. Then our 2 TVs and Fire Stick. So I don't know, but that's what I'm guessing. I'm guessing it's just the Wi-Fi. All right. So how are y'all doing? How are y'all doing? As y'all know, I am super excited today. Today is my 3-year boutique anniversary. Today, 3 years ago at around 12:45, I took the password off my site and it became live and I started selling, y'all. And I would have never thought that I would be where I am. I didn't have expectations. I tend to not have a lot of expectations because I don't like being disappointed. So I didn't really give myself expectations. I just, stepped out on faith and did what I wanted to do and what I felt like God was telling me to do. And here I am. So I wanted to go live today so you all could ask me. That's my daughter asking me questions already. So if you all want to ask me any questions, you can. It can be about anything. It doesn't just have to be about why I started my boutique. It can be any questions that you may have concerning your boutique, concerning your journey, anything you may need to ask. Now is the time to ask. I am an open book. And I just also wanted to kind of tell you guys about one other thing. Ew, he is chewing on my finger. No, 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 no. No. um, so I do apologize for my little baby being here, but my husband has not gotten off work yet, and I promised y'all I would go live today. So here he is with me. I've been running around all day. I've been packing orders, been trying to get client work done. So I was gonna be cute today for this live, but I didn't have time. So y'all got me in t-shirt and a hat and my hair back in a ponytail, and that's it. So one thing I did want to talk about while we're up here, being that, see, what advice do you give future business owners on keeping their business going? That's a very good question. So, advice I would give to business owners who want to sustain their business, that is the main reason why I made this channel, is because I don't want to just teach you all how to start one. I want to teach you all how to sustain it, how to grow it, how to be, how to do more than just, worried about how to ship an order or whatever. I want you to know how to, the rest of it, how to market, how to email, how to be strategic. I want to teach you all those sort of things. So the advice that I would give for future business owners or current business owners, how long did it take you to build up your IG audience to get the response on followers? Okay, I'll answer that one next. So advice I would give, it's a few things. One, you have to be very open-minded and willing to learn. Willing to learn from those people who have been where you are. Don't just take advice from people who say they've been where you are and they don't have any proof that they are doing better than you. I know quite a few people who give out advice on Instagram or YouTube or Facebook around this particular business, and they haven't even done the things that they're teaching. So just be careful with who you are learning from when you do decide to start learning from someone, whether it's free or paid advice that you're getting. Next, you have to also, you need to also be strategic in every single thing you do when it comes to your business. Every single thing should have a strategy. Everything that I post on Instagram, there is a strategy, even all the way down to my giveaways. Everything that I post on Instagram, whether it's on my Royal Aries account or my boutique account, it is strategic. Everything I know is going to have a goal. Everything that I'm doing, there is a goal that I have in mind of what I'm trying to reach when I do it. Another thing is to look at money as a tool for your business. Don't look at money as what you're trying to reach as your goals. Yes, you're going to try to reach certain money goals, but at the same time, use money as a tool to finance your business to get it to that point. Don't just worry about how much money you're making. The money is going to come when you market correctly, when you strategize correctly, when you also know your numbers. You need to know your numbers and analyze them and check your numbers at least once a week. You need to know your margins. You need to know your traffic. You need to know where your traffic is coming from, so your traffic sources. You need to know what categories are selling the most, not only what categories, but what items you're getting from what vendors sell better than others. There's a lot of things that you need to take into account when you want to grow your business. Because if I know that if I order this dress, for example, and I'm ordering it from Latiste, and this sells out and the quality is good, no, Cairo. And if that's better than when I order this particular dress from another vendor, then I know, like, okay, I got to stop ordering from this vendor. I need to keep ordering from Latiste because that's the stuff that my customers like to buy. So that is one main thing. Really analyze your business every week. Be strategic in everything you do. Use money as a tool and not a goal, like not early on, because the money is going to come, like I said. And then, of course, be willing to learn. That's the advice that I do give to business owners, because, and it doesn't even matter what business you're in, because that's the only way you're going to grow is when it comes to that. If you're not doing any of those things, to me, you're not running a business. You just have a hobby or a hustle. And I get offended when people say that I'm hustling, because I'm not hustling a business. There is a difference between hustling and running a business. It's not the same thing. Don't let nobody tell you different. The other question that I got was about how long it took me to grow my Instagram. So my Instagram numbers fluctuate a lot. I tend to delete people a lot. So at one point I had, I think it was like 10,800 something followers. And now I think I'm back down to like 8,300. I fluctuate a lot. And it's because I take into account my engagement rate. I don't really care about how many followers I'm getting or really how many likes either. I care more about how many website clicks I'm getting, how many profile visits I'm getting, and how many comments or shares and stuff I'm getting. And the more followers you have and less engagement you have, it looks bad. Your account doesn't look authentic. So if I go through my followers and I'll see that it's people that are not active or people that seem like they're bots or spam followers or whatever, then I'll delete them. I don't care. Like I've told you all numerous times before, are getting. Don't even really worry about how many followers you're getting. I have clients that have like not even 1,000 followers on Instagram, and they're pulling in like $8,000 a month. So it doesn't really matter how many followers you have. It matters the quality of the followers you have and how you are nurturing those followers you have. If you have, I think I posted this on Instagram a few weeks ago. If you have maybe, let's say you got 600 followers. If you have 600 followers and they're not buying your stuff, why are you worried about getting more followers when you can't even convince the followers you have to buy from you now? More followers is not the answer. The problem is you. So you got to figure out why the people you have following you now are not buying from you. So when you figure out how to nurture those people, then worry about getting more people. Because the more followers you get, you're going to look inauthentic if you're not selling to them. How do you gain quality followers? You gain quality followers by knowing who your customer is. So when you first start out, this is one thing I always ask all my clients when they book me for whatever reason. I always ask them if they know who their customer is or tell me who your customer is. 9 times out of 10, they give me the wrong answer. And it's because a lot of people don't really take this into account. When you start your business, you have to know exactly who you're going to be selling to. So it's not enough for you to say, oh, I want to be affordable, which I already talked about on Instagram. So y'all need to follow me on Instagram because we just had a discussion about not being affordable. So let's say your answer to me is, see, being I know the right answer, it's hard for me to come up with the wrong answer. Let's say you tell me, I want to be affordable to women who like fashion. Okay, great. So what else? You need to be very, very specific. So for example, I normally teach this in one of my paid classes, but I'm about to give y'all a freebie. So I have 2 customer profiles because you all know I sell regular size clothes and plus size clothes. So for me, I know exactly who I want to sell to. My first customer, regular size customer, her name is Charlene. She is in her early 30s. She has no kids, even though she wants kids later. Doesn't have any right now. She is an executive. She drives a BMW and also has a second car. It is a Rover. She is very independent. She loves attention, but only the good attention. She loves being not only the center of attention, but she's also very intelligent. She does have a little ratchet side, as we all do. We got a little hood side going on. She loves the color black. She also loves the color teal and turquoise. She loves to watch all of the Real Housewives shows. She loves, oh, don't be terrified. She loves to also watch Love and Hip Hop. That's her, little secret obsession, is a little ratchet TV. She also loves shoes. She is natural. So she wears her fro out a lot, regardless of what people tell her. And every once in a while, she'll wear a straight wig for work. So as you see, I know exactly who I'm selling to. So being I know exactly who I'm selling to, I know how to find her. Being that I said that my customer loves Real Housewives, especially Real Housewives of Atlanta, then I know I need to go to those pages on Instagram that are about Real Housewives. So let's say I'll go to actual Real Housewives, Bravo Instagram page. I'll go there on my boutique page. I'll go there. I will find, oh, girl, Kimberly, do not expect to know everything you're doing yet. It takes a lot. It takes a lot. The only reason why I was so successful with my launch is because I have 11 years experience as a store manager or assistant manager in retail. So I had a lot of experience prior, and then plus I went to school for fashion marketing and merchandising. So I already knew what I was semi doing. But anyway, so I'll go to those pages like Real Housewives as my boutique. I will look through and see the people that are commenting. I'll go to their page. I will like 3 of their pictures, and then I will comment on 1 or 2. I'll do that for about 10 people on every page I visit. They will then get curious and say, who is this? What is Jinx Fashionette? That's not a name. Let me click on that. They'll click on it, see that I sell the type of clothing that they are most likely interested in, and they follow me. That works. I actually had an Instagram challenge that I hosted in my membership group, and I had quite a few women tell me that during that challenge and after that challenge, they got quite a bit of sales and followers. I know he's gone to sleep. So they've gotten quite a bit of followers and sales based off of the challenge that I gave them, and gave them very specific instructions of what they needed to do. So the way that you get quality followers is you need to figure out who your customer is, like very specifically, and be very niche. I have another lady who follows me on Instagram. She just launched, and she's very specific. She is selling to petite women, petite fashion forward women. We don't mean like skinny women. We mean the actual fashion definition of petite, which is women that are like 5'4" and shorter. That's who she sells to. So she has that, and then she also has like her whole customer profile so she knows how to find them, like I taught her. So in order for you to find quality followers, y'all, you gotta know exactly who you're selling to. You can't just say, "Oh, I'm gonna sell to everybody who likes fashion," or "I'm gonna sell to all of Black women." No, be very specific. You could say that you want to sell to busy moms who want fashionable clothing and care about shipping, so you will be offering like free shipping. Mom, or you could sell, like one girl I know, she sells to busy moms who they don't really care about dressing up. So she sells a lot of really cute t-shirts. So that way, if they have babies like me and they spit up, they're okay with that, but they still have on something kind of cute they can wipe off really quick. You know what I'm saying? So you need to get really niche on who you're selling to. So let me see if I can get this out his mouth. No, my little bookie boo. He turned 5 months yesterday, y'all. My 5-month-old. And then if you all don't know, I also have an 8-year-old daughter, and she helps me out a lot. So another thing too, I just realized it earlier, is that today also makes 10 years that my husband and I have been together. Our actual wedding anniversary was a week ago. It made 4 years that we've been married, and then today makes 10 years that we've been together. So I had forgotten all about it. My boutique just overshadowed everything. So yeah, you already know. Boutique is priority. Thank y'all. Yes, he is my little handsome boy. I had him a month early, y'all. I was March 2nd. I had him February 1st. And you can't even tell that he was born a month early. So I'm glad he was born before the quarantine. So God knew exactly what he was doing by making me have him before quarantine. So I'm okay with him being born early. But thank you. One thing I did want to really talk about, like go into a little bit of conversation about and see what you all thought, is I have gotten a lot of messages lately on my Instagram where it's been some of my clients or people that have become my friends, they were clients, and they have gotten frustrated with with the small amount or none at all, uh, support that they haven't gotten from friends and family, and how negative some people have become in their lives that they didn't think would be that way when they opened their boutique. So I don't know uh, if you all have seen my video from like over a year ago about support, but it can be hurtful when you don't have the support from friends and family that you think you're gonna have. But I teach everyone and tell everyone, don't worry about it. It's quite normal. You're not really gonna get the support that you think you're gonna get. Majority of my customers are people that I did not know. There is one woman who spends almost $1,000 or so with me every year. I have never met her. I'll talk to her on Facebook because she found me on Facebook. That's how she found out about my boutique, was through a group that we were both in. So she doesn't even live in my time zone. So thank you. So yeah, don't worry about the support that you're not getting. Worry more about those who are already supporting you. Worry about those people who are already buying from you. Nurture those people. And when I stopped caring about the people in my hometown who weren't buying from me, and I started worrying more about those who were following me, making sure that I emailed them, contacted them, gave them little discounts here or there, whatever. That's when I really started to grow. And that's when customers were starting to refer me to other people. That's when customers were starting to share my posts and things like that, because I was strictly worried about them. I wasn't worried about people who weren't. To have support from my friends and family. That's very true. And so I'll tell y'all a quick little story. I do not use Facebook for my business like that. I'm going to tell y'all why. When I first started, I would, like most people, I would post, exactly. Do not worry. Because I'm very well known in my little small hometown. But do you think a lot of people buy from me? They don't. You think I care? I don't care. None of them had a hand in me going to Atlanta and doing numerous fashion shows. None of them had anything to do with me meeting, the stylist of a lot of the women off of Married to Medicine Atlanta and the stylist of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. None of them had anything to do with that. That wasn't due to anybody around here in my hometown. That was due to the connections that I made on Instagram. So I don't care about them. But the story that I was saying is that when I first started, like most people, I would post on Facebook all of my new stuff. I would post like, here's a new item, blah, blah, blah. Here's the link to it, go shop. So every single time I would do that, yeah, girl, you already know, Shonda, they probably are all on the site. Me and you had that talk last night. But yeah, so people, would see the post, they would like it, whatever, normal. But it would be one person, I don't know who it was to this day. I wish I could figure out who it was. So every time I would make a post about my boutique and tag my boutique in the post and put the link in there, they would report it as spam. So I didn't really notice it at first. I would notice, but I didn't notice. You know what I'm saying? When you notice something, you kind of really don't think about it. So it got to the point where I was probably posting about maybe 3 times a day. And then I would share posts from my boutique page. So that way people would know that I have a boutique page on Facebook. Because I wasn't really into Instagram 3 years ago. I knew how to run Instagram business back then. I just kind of knew to post. I didn't know the strategic part of it. So I just used Facebook. So it got to the point where they were reporting me as spam so much every day that Facebook was like, oh, she must really be spamming. Let's ban her. So these bastards banned me on Facebook. So on Facebook, I was banned for 2 years. I could not post on business pages. I couldn't create a business page. I couldn't be an admin on anybody else's business page. If you tagged me in something funny that you saw in a group or on a business page and you tagged me in it, I couldn't reply to you. I couldn't do anything regarding a business page or a business group. I could do nada, nothing, because of someone being a hater and reporting me as spam so much. So anytime I would try to do anything, a little pop-up would come up and say, you are indefinitely banned from replying or from posting or whatever the action was I was trying to do. It would let me know real quick, hey, you can't do that, you banned. So I then made another Facebook page so that way I can make another business page, but then I couldn't connect that to my Instagram. So it didn't work. That Facebook I have now is that new one that I created, but I don't use it that much. So if you go on it, I may have 500 likes. I don't even know. I don't pay it no mind. So being that was happening, I just went ahead and decided to concentrate on Instagram, which turned out to be a blessing. So whoever it was that kept reporting me, thank you, because you helped me concentrate on Instagram. And that's where all of my connections came from. That's where all of my relationships came from. That's how I've met so many different people, why I've been able to travel to different states, where all of my collaborations have come from. So do you run Facebook ads? No, I've never ran no, I ran one. I ran one Facebook ad years ago. And then, because I couldn't do that either. I couldn't do anything with business on Facebook. So I couldn't run ads either. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't do it. Oh, wow. I tried that. I kept appealing it and everything, boo. They would not budge. I'm talking reports. We're talking reports like 5 or 6 a day for like 3 weeks straight. So they won't budging on anything, I guess. So with Instagram ads, I just saw that question. I just started running Instagram ads. I do Facebook retarget ads every once in a while. So those retargeting ads are, like if you go to a site and then you look at something and then they say, it's on Facebook as an ad, that's a retarget ad. So I do those every once in a while. But that's really it. I don't do a lot on Facebook because I'm just not used to Facebook. I'm used to Instagram. I literally just started doing Instagram ads a month ago. I know how to run them. I just don't do it. I need to do it more because I'm actually, hey boo, because I do get a lot of traffic from ads. I do end up getting a lot of sales from ads. So the main reason why I am doing more is because I'm getting more people asking me if I can teach them how to do it. So I'm just getting more into it so I can show people results that I've gotten and things of that nature. So I know how to and how to run good ones. I just don't. It never really hit me like, hey, go run an ad. I think I'm like that because I know how to get people to my pages organically. That I'm just like, why even spend the money when I know how to do it myself without spending money? So I try to spend as little money as possible unless it's on inventory. That's where a lot of my money goes. A lot of my money goes to inventory and like new things that I may need for like my office or whatever else. But yeah, majority of my money goes to inventory. I don't do a lot of paid marketing because I know what I'm doing. And then I also have quite a few friends who are influencers, and I don't mean little influencers. I mean like women that have gotten featured in like Essence and Harper's Bazaar and things like that, like really big publications. Are people that I actually know. One girl I went to college with, and me and her are real cool, and they'll promote my stuff for free. So I don't really I don't really do paid stuff because I want to keep my money and spend it elsewhere. It's a tool that I use for my inventory, and that's how I look at it. So I don't really do that. But yeah, so how I ended up getting that ban lifted was Facebook, they own Instagram. They actually noticed my account on Instagram. And like I was getting a lot of traction back then. I was getting a lot of mentions, a lot of shares and everything. It was a lot going on earlier last year. And that was when I got invited to a few other fashion shows, and I got invited to a Fashion Bomb Daily event in Atlanta. And I got to meet No IG Jeremy. I got to meet Paris Shea. I got to meet Freshie, Claire Somers, of course, Arian Simone, Alonzo Arnold. I got to meet a whole bunch of folks that are like big players in the fashion and beauty industry. Um, so anyway, Facebook noticed me. They sent me an email and they wanted to know if I wanted to take part in this kind of business forum or something they were having. And it was for successful entrepreneurs that run their business through Facebook or Instagram. So I got to be a part of that. And they called like 4 times to make sure that I was going to do it. So, excuse me. So I did it. And at the end of the thing, when they wanted to know if we had any other questions or comments, and I was like, hey, one thing. I just want to know, are y'all going to lift my ban? Because a lot of this stuff y'all are talking about on Facebook, I would like to do, but I can't do it because y'all banned me 2 years ago. And they were like, what are you talking about? So I explained the situation to them and they apologized. They were like, oh, we're so sorry. Let's lift that. And so they lifted the ban like right then. So this was like last August, July. It was around this time last year. So they lifted the ban and now I can do stuff on Facebook again. So that's what happened. So don't worry about, like I said, those people who are not supporting you. Things happen for a reason. And if that person hadn't been reporting me and being an asshole, I probably wouldn't be where I am right now. I probably wouldn't have all the connections that I have. I probably wouldn't know Instagram inside and out the way I do. I wouldn't know a lot of things that I know because I would have probably still been focusing on Facebook because I didn't want to. I was kind of scared to venture into the unknown of Instagram. But now the unknown to me is Facebook. But I get way more sales and play off Instagram and now YouTube because I get to talk to y'all all the time. So yeah, I just wanted to let that be known to people because I know a lot of people just starting out, you rely on your friends and family. And I don't want y'all to do that. Yeah, a shootique. Girl, so if you haven't seen my video on my channel page where it lets you know how I got started, that's how I got started. Like I had a shootique in 2015. And like I said, I didn't really know a lot about Instagram. So I thought I was gonna that happens a lot for some reason with Facebook disconnecting. I have to go back and reconnect mine like every like every few weeks or so. It does that. I'm not sure why. But it tends to disconnect. I don't know why. Some people it happens to, some people it doesn't. I'm also a social media manager, if you all didn't know, and I run a few other people's pages, and some of them it never happens. And then for me and a few other people, it happens a lot. So I'm not sure as to what it is, because I definitely know what I'm doing, and I don't know why it disconnects. Not entirely sure why. So don't really worry about it. Just keep reconnecting it. But if you happen to find out the reason as to why that keeps disconnecting, let me know. So I can stop having to do it too. But yeah, I just don't want you all to. Oh, okay, you didn't watch it. Yes. With that shoe tee, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I thought I could just sell some shoes because I love shoes and I knew how to sell. And I could just sell on Instagram and not have no website. That ain't work out. After a couple months, I had to give away some shoes, sell some shoes, keep the ones that I could wear because I didn't know what I was doing. It did not work out. And then also, I think it just wasn't my time. It wasn't my time. So, when it was my time, I knew it was my time. It literally came to me from God that it was my time. I lost 2 jobs, lost a house in a house fire, all within a few months of each other. It was definitely my time. He changed a lot about me. He changed a lot of my personality and the inside and everything. So, yeah. But yeah, shoe teats, if you know what you're doing, shoe teats can be great. A lot of shoe places make a lot of money. You just have to the one thing you need to remember with the shoe teak is remember with shipping. Don't do flat rate shipping if you're selling shoes. If you're selling shoes, let Shopify calculate the shipping at checkout. So you need to put in how much all your shoes weigh whenever you add a new shoe to your website. Because shipping shoes, believe me, because I used to sell shoes, even with this boutique, I used to sell shoes. Shoes and handbags get expensive because the post office takes into account how big and how long your package is, how much it weighs, and where you're sending it to. All of that is what calculates that price. So if you have a really heavy box and it's big, or someone orders 4 or 5 pairs of shoes, because people will order like 3, 4, 5 pairs of shoes me one time. One lady, she ordered 10 pairs of shoes from me. It costs almost as much to ship it as much as she paid for it. So, and I was also shipping internationally too. So I had one girl in Italy order shoes and order jeans and stuff, and it cost me a lot in shipping. So that is my main piece of advice. If you are selling shoes or big handbags too, do not do flat rate shipping for your customers. Let Shopify calculate the weight and make sure you put in how much everything weighs when you add it to the site, or else Shopify would not calculate it for you. So just make sure you do that. But other than that, as long as you find a really good vendor, which I know quite a few for shoes, you'll be good. Do you design Shopify websites and do product descriptions? I sure do. I only take on 6 clients at a time for Shopify websites. That is actually my most popular, I guess, product on my website. My website, if you all don't know, is thesocialmillennial.net. That is where you can find all of my master classes, all of my assistance, such as like creating logos, Shopify sites, one-on-one sessions, mentoring, my ebooks, everything is on that site. I had someone launch this past Monday, so now I have 2 slots left for Shopify. I had one girl send me a message last night inquiring, and she says she wants that 5th slot, but she ain't paid me yet. So I got 2 slots left. So to be in there, then you gotta go ahead and get it, because literally I do websites all the time. Like, people book me up for websites. So if you want me to build yours, I have different packages. I can just build a website for you and that's it. Or I can build a website, connect your email. I can do that. Or I can build your website, connect your email, get your social media together, and create about 5 to 7 Instagram posts and stories for you that you can use later. It just depends on what package you want. If you started setting up your Shopify and you got kind of confused, I can finish it for you too. Do I have one more spot left for social media management? I think I have one more spot left for social media management. I only do like 5 at a time because, you know, it's a lot that goes on around here. So I'm almost positive I have one slot left for social media management. Let me think. Yeah. So yeah, I have one more slot left for social media management and 2 slots left for Shopify setups. So just go to my website, thesocialmillennial.net, and yeah, you can find out everything there. The Shopify setup is literally on the homepage. You'll see it because it's one of my best sellers. So I have it there. And then if you've already started your website, but you can't really figure out how to finish it and get stuff finished correctly, then I have part in Shopify setup. It's called Complete My Setup. Just choose that and I'll finish up everything that you started. Okay, so yeah, I wasn't trying to sell y'all nothing. I was just wanting to come up here and talk. But if you so yeah, if you all have, you're welcome. Any other questions for me? I just wanted to come up here and just tell y'all a little bit and um answer some questions y'all might have. You know, I get so many in comments all the time. And now that I have reached 1,000 subscribers, I can go live on my phone now. How much did you spend in inventory initially? How many? Okay, so with inventory, when I first started with clothing, as you all know, I was drop shipping first. If you watch that video on my channel that shows how I got started, I started with drop shipping first. And then I got so big and popular so quick that people were starting to ask me to be a vendor at events or to do like show some pieces in the fashion show. Excuse me. And then there were people who wanted me to style them for like photo shoots, music videos, things like that. So I needed inventory on hand. So what I started to do was like, okay, so I gotta have inventory. I gotta stop drop shipping soon. So what I was doing was, can't find your site. Go to, can I type in my own chat? Do y'all know? I don't know. No, I can't type. Okay, so my site is the THE social SOCIAL millennial MILLENNIAL.net. I can't type. It won't let me type, man. I don't know how to do this, y'all. I feel so stupid because I know like how to do Facebook, Instagram stuff, but there's no chat box up here for me to type, y'all. It's not letting me. Nope, it's not letting me. I may have to go get my daughter's phone and type it in chat under her name. Since she was up here a minute ago. But hopefully I know that for you. But if you can't find it, like by typing it, just go to one of my videos and in the description box, I have my website in the description box of like every single video that I've posted for the past like 2 months. So just go to one of those videos, go to the description box, and I have something, it'll be something that's saying like, check out my site or whatever. It's thesocialmillennial.net. Just make sure you're spelling millennial right because some people spell it wrong and that's how they can't. Okay, perfect. You're welcome. But anyway, what I was saying about the drop shipping. So the money that I got in, I started saving it. So the advice that I give people, because I started buying pieces at a time. When people ask me, how much should I start off with? How much money should I save? All of that. There is no right or wrong answer when it comes to that. I have one client who I'm building her site now. She spent about $2,000 in inventory. I have another client, when she launched a few weeks ago, she only bought $300 in inventory because she said she actually watched my YouTube video of how to start a boutique for under $400. She watched that and she bought from the vendors that I mentioned in that video. So she only bought $300 worth of merchandise. And then I have another client, she spent, it was about $3,700 in inventory. She is actually struggling to get rid of her inventory compared to the other girl who only spent $300. The way that you figure out how much to buy and how much to spend and save, you need to figure out what you want to buy and what you want to start off with. What I mean by that is when I relaunched, when I was pregnant with him, my pregnancy with him was high risk. So I was kind of like on bed rest and sick a lot the last 2.5 months of pregnancy. So I had to shut down my site. for those almost 3 months. So when I came back after he was born, I did a relaunch. The way that I figured out how I wanted to come about and spend more money and figure out what I was going to do, I figured out what I wanted to purchase. So I had a relaunch collection. I had a theme for it, and my theme was spring forward into relaunch because it was spring when I relaunched. So it was spring forward. So in that particular collection, collections are normally 10 pieces at the most. You don't have to follow that, but in fashion, collections are normally 10 pieces. So I knew I wanted bright colors. I knew I wanted to have at least 2 dresses for plus size and regular size. I knew that I wanted to have colorful tops, and the trend coming forward at that time were blazer dresses. So I knew I wanted to have something on trend. So what I did, I went to different vendors. I found exactly the pieces that I was looking for. Then I went through and I priced them all. I looked at those prices, figured out how much I needed to save for those pieces, even though I knew some of them would sell quickly. So I would have a backup, which I priced as well. So I saved all of that money that I had, and I ended up spending, I think it was right at, including shipping, I ended up spending right at $1,000. And I ended up getting 10 pieces. No, wait. I got one, two, well, some of it's not here anymore because it's sold out. I want to say 10 pieces. I got 10 pieces and 5 handbags. So technically I had 15 pieces. Yeah, 5 handbags and 10 different pieces. And this was one of them right here, but this is actually mine. So I just left it on the mannequin because it's mine. So yeah, that's what I did. So that collection, I had colorful dresses, I had plus size, I had bottoms, I had tops for plus size and regular size, all of that. So don't worry so much about the number, like money wise. You need to figure out what you're going to buy, find a vendor for that, price it, and save that. And then have a backup for every single piece just in case it sells out before you can buy it. That's how you figure out what to start off with. I say start off with about 5 to 10 pieces, because if you start off small, you will then figure out how to sell, how to market, how to get people over there, what they like, what they don't like. And then when the money starts coming in for the sale, from the sales, you use consistent making profit, then you start paying yourself, if that's your goal, to pay yourself. I just started paying myself, lately because I'm a full-time entrepreneur now. So yeah, I pay myself now. But at first I didn't really care about paying myself too much. I would just keep certain items of mine because I was making quite a bit in my other job. Well, my job that I had. So I didn't really care too much about paying myself. But when it comes to when you're just starting, just come up with a theme in your mind of what you want to get. Price it, save that money. That's it. Don't get so hung up on a budget, because when you do that, you'll stifle yourself, and then you won't really find what you want to find, and then you'll end up blowing the budget, and you feel bad for blowing the budget. So don't, like I said before, money is a tool for your business. My husband's calling me. Jesus. Yeah, so money is a tool for your business. Don't worry so much about the money. You just have to use it correctly or strategically. I could have sworn I heard him talking in here. I thought he was home. Oh well. Should I be buying mostly fall fashion now? It depends. If you have not launched, when are you launching, first of all? Are you going to launch in the fall? Are you going to launch in like August, late this month? When are you launching? Let's see when she answers that. But a lot of people now are starting to buy fall items mid-July. So if you're launching in a few weeks, I would still get some summer things. The way that I don't really start out buying fall inventory or cold weather inventory until like late November. Sometimes right before Black Friday, I'll make sure I have some. But the reason being is because being that I've been in business, I know where my customers are from. Majority of my top customers live in the South, and I have quite a few in California. California and the South our winters are not really that bad, and our autumns or fall are not really that cold. So I can still sell summery items and they will sell or sell out because my customers are in hotter climate areas. Now, if you find that your customers or you are from up north or your customers are from mostly up north, then you probably should go ahead and start buying fall items now. But when I do decide to buy cold weather items, I will buy them in like May or April and save them because a lot of vendors will mark down that stuff just like regular stores do. You know, you be going to like Belk or Saks or whatever, and they'll mark down the winter stuff for the summertime, then they'll mark down this wintertime, or I think I just said the same thing. You know what I'm saying? They mark down the off-season stuff. Vendors do the same thing. So I actually shop for my items in the opposite time. So I have some cold weather stuff, like some fur coats and stuff already in storage to whip out when November comes for Black Friday. So yeah, I would just go ahead and start shopping for things now. And then when wintertime comes, talking $3-4 a piece. There's one there who sends me messages almost every day. Right now, she is having a $5 sale, and we're talking cute snakeskin print dresses, cute sleeveless corsets, everything. Or their coats and blazers that are coming in. So they're trying to get rid of dresses. So I bought packs of dresses right now for like $20 because they're trying to get rid of stuff and bring in winter and cold weather items. So try to shop off seasons. But if you're launching in mid-July, you need to figure out where are you located, and then try to figure out where your customers are going to be. If you know you can market to just you're in Maryland, yeah, you might want to get some. You could get some fall items. I would do both. I would get some, if you, let's say you decide to do 10 pieces, I would get like 5 cold weather pieces. I mean, not cold weather, 5 fall pieces and maybe 5 summer pieces, or a little bit like, a thin material. I would do something like that because it just depends on where you stay. Look who's awake. Did I wake you up, Bookie? I did. Where you going? Where you going? He just sat up like he just knew where he was going. Hi, Boo. You were napping. Yeah. All right, y'all. So it's been like 48 minutes. I took up a lot of y'all's time. So any more questions for me? If not, I'm going to go and play with him, eat something. I guess I'll call my husband back. Anyway, let me tell y'all too, if any of you all are interested in shopping my boutique, if you are an email subscriber, like if you already are an email subscriber and I don't know, thank you. But I actually emailed out a 50% off discount to all of my email subscribers to celebrate my 3-year anniversary. And if you are not, you can go to the website right now, and there is a code in my banner for 35% off of my whole site. Well, not sales stuff, because my sales stuff is like $10 right now. So yeah, if you all want to scoot on over there and get some stuff, I'll appreciate it, because my daughter wants to start her website, make some room for her stuff, and let her concentrate on her things. She's already picked her vendors, picked her pieces, no help from me. She did it all by herself. And she's only 8. She actually started last year, and but I got pregnant and got busy with got sick, so I wasn't able to finish up. Yeah, we're coming out. She's coming out with some cute things. So if you have little girls or nieces, cousins, whomever, get ready. I'm gonna have some little girl stuff up there. Are you on me? All right, y'all. So he needs to be changed. So I'm really gonna go unless y'all have some more questions for me. Ask away. If not, make sure you all visit my website, jinxfashionink.com. Follow me on Instagram. I give out a ton of advice every day. We have some good discussions over there, some good laughs. Yeah, make sure you come on over to Instagram too. My Instagram is royal_aries325. So yeah, I like to joke around a lot and tease people on Instagram. So make sure y'all join me over there. Yes, honey. I didn't tell her to do it. She just told me earlier last year, like, hey, Mom, I want to start to do what you do. I want to have my own stuff. So I said, you go ahead. I said, I'm not gonna help you with nothing. I said, so you tell me what you want to do. So she made a list and told me what she wants to sell, and I let her use my phone to go on Fashion Go, and then she used it on my laptop as well. I showed her 2, 3 other vendor sites, and she was supposed to go with me to the Fashion District, but didn't get to go because of COVID, obviously. So hopefully a lot of this stuff will die down so I can take her with me to the Fashion District, because I think that will be a good experience for her to see all of this in person and get to buy in person. So hopefully we can get a chance to do that. It'll be awesome. Are you trying to chew on your toes? All right, y'all. So I took up a lot of y'all's time. I'm gonna go. If y'all need me, oh, where you going? If y'all need me, reach out on Instagram. Do not reach out to me on Facebook, because I most likely, when I answer, I most likely won't see it. I get a ton of Facebook messages that are spam, so I tend to look at my Instagram quicker, and I look at my emails too. But yeah, get at me on Instagram. You're welcome, and thank y'all so much for tuning in. Thank y'all so much for those that have bought from me, because I'll see in my notes whenever someone purchases from me, they'll tell me, hey, I saw you on YouTube. So I sure appreciate it. Thank you. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. So I'm going to go and change this little guy and get some food and call my husband back and see what he wants. Bye, y'all. I don't know how to end it.